In this session we're going to look at perfect binding. We open up perfect binding, we will see that you've got a very similar settings box to stitch and trim. They have the option to use advanced litho binding, which allows you to put specific prices in based on the finished size. If you want, you can count each section as 4 pages, as we talked about before. If you combine that option with the option which says don't charge for folding on text, then you'll end up where each section represents 4 pages. So 2 sections will be 8 pages, 3 sections will be 12 pages, and it will be a total price for folding and perfect binding. Again, we can count the cover as a binding section or not, and we can also put a cover feeder in. Might well be that we want to say that we don't need to charge for folding the cover between 0 and 350 gram. But we do need to score jobs that go on the cover feeder once they reach 170 gram. We have an option to use the cover feeder also on 6-page jobs, and further down we have an option for minimum costs for this particular type of binding. If we go into litho, we then go further into A4. If we go into one of the lower number of sections, then it's realistic to expect on a perfect binding job that you will not be able to bind jobs that are just one section, probably up to at least 4 sections. Obviously it will depend on how many pages are in a section, but based on the finished size you'll be able to make a good estimation based on the size of your presses, how many sections, how many pages you're going to be getting out of each section. So say for example it's an SRA 1 press that you operate, 4 sections A4 would be 64 pages, 16 pages per section, and that might be your starting point for perfect binding. You put in your prices, price per 1,000, you've got 6 price breaks with an option for a make ready and, if possible, to bind 2 up. And you'd need to do this for all the sections going forward.